ever become a fan of an author first introduced through their Star Wars EU books. I've read other stuff by Stover, Barbara Hambly, and Sean Stewart of Yoda Dark Rendezvous. Not many, believe it or not. There's two authors that I started reading their other stuff. One was John Jackson Miller. I loved his Star Wars work so freaking much that I was like, well, he's got to write some great stuff. So that's when I checked out his other work. I don't know if I really would have read Batman Resurrection if it hadn't been for me knowing his work from the Star Wars EU. I also checked out his other comics and stuff like that. So him, I'm sorry to mention the second one, Drew Karpyshyn. I love his work so much in the Star Wars EU, and I tried. He's got this like series of fantasy books. It's so bad. It's so bad. It's so horribly paced. And all of the reviews say, you give it to halfway through the book and then it'll start getting up to like halfway through the book is way too long for me to just bear with it. No, pass. So I'm sure maybe these novels get amazing. That's what everybody was trying to tell me with Wheel of Time too. I read the first one. I'm like, it wasn't bad. Super derivative of Lord of the Rings, but whatever. I didn't really enjoy it or have a lot of fun with it. And everybody's like, you got to give it to the third book, man. You got to give it no, I'm not. What other job would you like somebody build your edition on your house? Wait till they get to their third edition though, man. That one's going to be amazing. I know the first one's leaking and all that kind of no, you hook me with the first story or I'm out, So, that's my answer to that question. But I should check out more of them. Sean Stewart and Stover's other work. I mean, a lot of great writers if they write good stuff. But it's a cautionary tale though, and I don't mean to dump on Drew Karpyshyn. Maybe he's wrote really amazing other things. But I do think some people need a pre-established universe. They're not really great at creating their own because it's a lot of work. The thing is, going into a Mass Effect novel, because I think Drew Karpyshyn did those too, or going into a Star Wars novel, the fans are already, no one comes to a Star Wars novel without knowing anything about Star Wars, So you're already, the fans are already kind of coming with a built-in knowledge, and that takes a lot of pressure off you as a writer. You don't have to, establish, but so much, you still should do it, to a certain degree. But world building and writing are two separate things. They really are. And some people are really good at one and not so much at the other, or are only good at one and not the other. And you can kind of tell sometimes. So anyway.